Hi, this is John with Loan Mitigation Services. If you're watching this video, it means that you're exploring the idea of doing a short sale, or you've already decided that you're going to do a short sale, which, by the way, it means that you're trying to sell your house at a price that is less than the mortgage balance that you owe, hence a short sale. If you're doing a short sale, I want to emphasize that number one, we've been there. We know what it feels like. It's a very stressful time, and you want to try to get on your feet again as quick as possible. That's what we're trying to do for you. Is we're trying to get you to that next chapter in life, get your feet underneath you again, hit that fresh start, and then move forward with your life. So we got to get you out from underneath the burden of this house. We're trying to get you out from all those phone calls that you're getting from different creditors and your lender. We want to stop those direct mail campaigns that are hitting your mailbox and these strangers calling you and texting you right now. We know that can be a little bit overwhelming. I've actually done it myself, so I know the feeling, okay? Secondly, I want to emphasize that we can only go as fast in the short sale process as you are responsive and communicative. So it's so important, I can't emphasize this enough, that you are talking to us along the way and that you're responsive in specifically getting us the documents we need to complete your short sale file, because we're trying to build a case to the lender that, number one, look, this person had a financial hardship, and if you don't reconcile with this short sale and approve this short sale based on the sale price we get for your house, then it's inevitable that there's going to be a foreclosure on the horizon. So let's save all parties that brain damage, that cost, and that bad PR from the lender's perspective, and let's get this short sale approved. But then the second case we have to build is that the value of the home is going to net the bank as much or close to the same amount that a foreclosure would. So it makes it a very simple business decision for the lender to approve a price on the sale of your house that's lower than maybe what you owe them. That's the two cases we're trying to build. Now, for us to do this successfully, and it takes anywhere from 90 to 120 days in most states to get a short sale done, then we're going to need you to be very responsive on getting certain documents back to us. So let me kind of walk you through the process. By now, you've probably had a consultation with one of our short sale processors, which our short sale processors specialize in just communicating with lenders and working these short sale files to get you successfully closed and past this house, okay? Now, if you're watching this video and it was referred to you by an attorney or a real estate agent, we work with attorneys and listing agents because we need them a lot of times to get these short sales processed. If you already have an attorney or a listing agent that you're working with and they're not familiar with the short sale processing process, or they need some assistance, we'd be happy to do that at no cost. So that's just what we do naturally. And I want to emphasize the fact too that this doesn't cost our sellers anything to work on your behalf with the lender to do the short sale, because we get paid by the lenders. So there's no upfront cost to you, and your listing agent, you'll want to emphasize to them that there's no cost to them either. So we do this as a service to get paid by those lenders. So we all win when we get your house sold and closed. So coming back to some of the preparation that's going to be required is you're going to have to submit a package of documents that we will compile, and then we will translate that package of documents into a file that the lender will receive. Now, all lenders have different ways that they want that information. They have different documentation, so it's kind of a customized package we have to build for you. But some of the raw documents we're going to need are as follows. So this is what we're going to need that you can start preparing for, because at some point we're going to be requesting these from you. So you might as well start getting them together right now. And the faster you can get these documents together, the faster we can get on with the short sale process, okay? And by the way, this may not be the only time that you get these requests. So when we get further down the road and the house gets sold, inspections happen, there is an appraisal done, the lender wants to come back and forth with maybe an approval or a counteroffer, then they may require you submitting fresh documents again. So, for example, fresh pay stubs or fresh bank statements and that kind of thing. So here's a list of some of the things that you want to start compiling right now, okay, and some of the things that we're going to need in your short sale package. Number one, we have to show the lender that there was a financial hardship and some type of loss of income that puts you in the situation to begin with, right? So in your hardship letter is going to explain your scenario and what got you to this position. It's basically saying that, hey, look, when I qualified for this loan, I made this much income, and you had to prove, remember, when you qualified for the loan, you had to prove that you made that kind of money and that your debt to income ratio was good, and you provided tax returns and bank statements and W-2s and pay stubs. You have to do all that again, but we're doing it this time to prove to the bank that, hey, you're in a different situation than you were before. So it's almost like doing a loan application to prove that you can't qualify for it. It's like the opposite of trying to qualify for the loan. You're trying to prove that your financial situation right now is such that you can't make those payments anymore. So the first thing that we have to submit is that hardship letter that explains that scenario. And then they want to have proof of that hardship. So any proof documents. So if you had a loss of a loved one that affected your income, then you want to provide a death certificate. If there was a divorce decree. If there was uninsured repairs on a house, then they're going to want repair bills and invoices. So you want to show proof documents that substantiate your financial hardship. The next thing they're going to ask for is your basic financials. So 1 month of pay stubs, a couple months of bank statements, full statements, all the pages, your tax returns, any W-2s if you're a W-2 employee, P&L statement if you happen to be an entrepreneur and you're self-employed. But those are the things that they're going to need to compile, so you might as well start getting those ready right now. The other thing that they're going to need is a financial statement. So the financial statement is basically a 2 to 3 page document that outlines, and we'll provide this for you, that outlines your financial situation with your assets and your income and that kind of thing. So you can give them a clear picture of what your finances look like right now. And then, of course, for us to interact with the lender, you're going to have to give permission to the lender that says, hey, these guys are acting on my behalf, and you can interface with them so that you don't have to deal with them. And we do that with an authorization for mortgage info. So that's just a 1-page document. You sign that with your loan information on it, and that gives us permission to work with your lender on your behalf, and they'll talk to us at that point. So that's basically the core of your short sale package. There are some other minor documents that have to go along with that, and disclosures and indemnity riders and that kind of thing. But for the most part, what you're trying to get together right now, the core of what you can start working on, is the hardship letter, and we can provide samples of that. Proof of your hardship, so any proof documents that prove your situation right now with your income. All your financial documents, your tax filings, your W-2s, 1099s, all your bank statements, and of course pay stubs. So those are all the things that we're going to be looking for. If you start getting those together right now, and then you just remember that during this whole process, the more communicative you are and the more responsive you are, the higher the success rate we're going to have, and the faster we can get this wrapped up. By the way, if you haven't already done so, requested our short sale guide and FAQ, be sure to go to our website. It's lms-freshstart.com. From there, you can scroll down the page and put your request in for our short sale guide and FAQ. And that's going to answer about 90% of the questions that a lot of our customers will have about the short sale process. How long it takes, the effect on your credit, or the benefit to your credit, I should say, and anything involving the short sale process. So anyway, this is a way for you to get started very quickly. We'll be talking to you soon if we haven't already done our consultation. And then we look forward to getting this house out from underneath you so you can move on with your life.